During this time, most of us have been working either at home or splitting our time between working at home and going to work for a couple of hours in a bid to stop the spread of COVID and flatten the curve. So I thought, let me give you some of the tips I've been using to manage my time well and stay productive. So my first tip is to tackle your biggest or most difficult task first. And I'd like calling it eating your frog. You know, once you do your most difficult or most strenuous task or goal fast and tackle it, you get more drive to tackle the rest. The rest seem so much more easier to do, and you do them quicker and you accomplish them way faster. The second tip I'd like to give you is to allocate time. When you're doing your planning, like I do, most of the time I plan out my tasks ahead of time. Allocate time that you expect to tackle each task. That's where you avoid distractions and you get to do them quicker and more efficiently. The second tip I'd like to give you is to delegate where you can, or if you have someone who can assist you, the task that they can do, delegate it to them. In this way, you get to tackle that task that needs you and only you in a more comfortable, easier manner, and you get more time to rejuvenate and relax later. Also, you get to give someone else an opportunity to show their skills and talents, and thereby empowering them. The fourth tip I'd like to give you is avoid distractions, and let me explain further. For example, I live at home, and most of the time I do my content creation work at home. But I live at home, I live in the SQ or DSQ, the domestic quarters. So what I do, I normally move to the main house, and at the dining table, which we barely use, I use that as my office. I actually named it my office. So when I'm there, I am focused practically and basically on what I need to do, and I accomplish it first before I move on to another area. So I only give myself like bathroom or water breaks in between. This, I found, it helps me to remain focused in the task at hand and avoid any other distractions, maybe like wanting to watch a movie or listen to some music. So I accomplish that first, then I can do any other business. If at work, I find that my phone can be one of the most distracting things. So most of the time it remains in my bag, not unless I'm expecting like an urgent call. So I put it somewhere where I can easily see it or access it, but far away from my reach, so that I can focus on my tasks and duties at hand. The final one, and to me the most important and fun one, is giving yourself a treat or a reward sort of, and that is, you just put it aside, an incentive. If I finish all these things, then at the end of the day, maybe I'll go for a walk, I'll listen to some music, I'll watch some movies, or I'll cook my favorite dish. Like for me, I really find making pizza very therapeutic, and I love experimenting, and it like gets me out of my mind most of the time. So if you give yourself that gift or that reward as an incentive, then you find yourself wanting to do and accomplish this task, so that at the end of it all, you can reward yourself. So it might sound a little bit maybe silly or shallow, but I'm telling you, it's very, very, very effective. So darlings, I hope I've given you something that will help you out throughout this time. Let us remain productive even through a pandemic. And if you have other tips and tricks, please comment below and let me know, so that we can also grow together. Otherwise, spread love and love.